they would leave places, like when they would leave the school or the park or whatever and went somewhere else that wasn't a like a freaking painted background. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
so like that's one reason why Who's in the Forest is one that I like, because I like that they were gone from that stupid school for a while.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first live stream when we were roasting like season 10?
Oh,
Look,
when we get there,
Look.
buddy. We'll get there when we get there.
Oh, it's going to be easy to roast for sure.
I want to be here for season 11. I want to
Mexico.
be here for season 11. Please, just register me for season 11.
Wow, we're in Egypt.
I will be ready.
No, you're not.
You're looking around, you're going, isn't that the playground? Like, that's what I hated about season 12, when they're like, we're here, and there's like, this just looks like the park. I can't think of a better place. What? There's no place you can think of?
That neighborhood episode where they just covered the entire.
You're just walking around the park.
I mean, I'm gonna defend them. They were still starting out. I gotta give them the benefit of the doubt.
It's a little piece of paper nailed to the caboose. It just says China. We're in China, guys. Nice.
Oh boy! Oh, that was great.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my latest unboxing video. I got new Barney stuff. That's the wrong address. Wrong show. Welcome to the worst Barney episode, part 4, season 3. That video was made by Hedge, if you don't know. Some highlights from the last video that we did. So for people who didn't get a chance to see it, I wanted to show it, but also if you're new, you get to see like what the fun is like, what we do here. What's up? If you're here, say hello. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. Like I always say, if you're on Instagram, I can't see your comments or anything like that. So if you want to talk to us, if you want us to acknowledge whatever you're saying, jump over to the YouTube channel. That way we can see what you're saying. Let's see what's the stuff we have here. Some people saying I can't wait. Luke Jeffers, what's up, Luke? How was your birthday, man? Was it a good birthday? Sonic Hog says, hey, everybody. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not going to try. I don't want to mess it up. I'm assuming everyone here is a Barney fan, and I mean, I would assume so as well. It'd be awkward otherwise. Yes, it would be, Drew. Thank you. Let's see. Last time on the worst Barney episode, yeah, Head should do more of those because it's fun to highlight that stuff. Isaac was very confused, I think, because he was talking about it was their first starting out, and I think he was confused with like season 1 versus what we were talking about. So that was kind of funny also. What's up, Malachi? I'm dead. All right. Well, come back to life so we can trash season 3 because that's what we're here to do. Let's introduce our my companions, if you will, for the show today. As always, we have Terrific Tributes. What's up, man? Welcome.
Hello, I'm Mr. Frog. That's all I wanted to say. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, we have Emmy. What's up, Emmy? How are you?
Hi. Sorry for looking like a drowned rat, but I just got out of the shower because I thought it would be an hour later. And it's just like, okay, which is going to take precedence here? The 10-step skincare routine or the 10-step makeup routine? And the skincare routine won out. So,
yeah. And you moved quick. I think you got ready in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It was quick.
Yeah. So I'm proud of myself for not sleeping in.
Yeah. How was your vacation, your trip?
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was my first time out of the country, so just being able to go by myself to another country for just over a week and just have so much fun in that week was incredible. London was incredible. People were so lovely there. And it was great. I'm really happy that I got that opportunity to do that. But I'm home now, and I'm getting used to.
You saw a squirrel for the first time in your life?
Yes, I saw 2 squirrels, and their tails. They were the ones whose tails look like cinnamon buns.
Oh yeah,
they roll up. They were in Hyde Park in London, and I was just so, oh my god, it's a squirrel. I
Okay,
did
did
get a
you-
photo though, but it was
Did you go to
cute.
London, or
Yeah.
did you stay at your house and plaster your wall with London type
London.
things? London.
No. It's not the hit. It's not season 10. It's not that. I didn't do that. That I had slightly more of a budget than that era of Barney, and I was using my savings. So so I
Nice.
have more of a budget now than later hit era Barney did.
Awesome. All right, let's bring in our fourth co-host, the wonderful Hedge.
Hey, thanks for inviting me to the party, Jason. Thanks, Jason. How y'all doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Jason brought me here. I'm hanging out.
He
here
is
with the
chugging
party.
that thing.
Bro, Jason.
He is going to town with it.
Oh, that water's great.
Are we sure it is water?
I fucking love water.
That's what Jason said.
All right, cut. Let's try it again. You can't be saying that, Kurt.
Oh yeah, I mean we learned from last stream that you can't say those type of words.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't.
Or else
Oh,
Barney
sorry.
fans will bash you over the head with something.
It's so funny when I made that edit, that highlight video. There's this unspoken thing where you can't curse on YouTube within the first 5 seconds. I don't
Yep.
think YouTube picked it up because the Vine boom sound is so loud. If you look at the captions, it doesn't even say anything there. So it just narrowly avoided that.
Nice. I didn't know that thing about YouTube until a friend of mine started a podcast, and like I was listening to it, and I got very annoyed because I get very annoyed by clean like music or podcasting and stuff. Like if I know there's a word there, but you're like beeping it out, it like ticks me off. And that's what was happening. Like his podcast is called Coin Laundry. So instead of like a beep, they use coin sounds. And I was like, why is there coin sounds like every time you're and I learned that that's the reason why. So for our hosts here, make sure at least for the first 5 whatever seconds, minutes, don't curse. Well, I mean,
Okay.
you ruined that. So
Sorry.
we'll try again in 2 weeks.
Sorry.
Nah, no worries.
Jesus,
All right,
Andy.
before we
Ron's
before
supposed
we
to
introduce
put some of that money with us.
right,
Or
yeah.
He's supposed to.
Before we introduce our special guest co-host today, I want to relook at our bracket from 2 weeks ago to look at what we have on there. For the people who weren't with us, or if you don't remember, whatever the case, this is our worst Barney episode bracket. So if you're new to this, what we do is each episode or each season we meet like this. We do this live stream with all of you, and based on our own personal enjoyment level, if you will, of that season, we choose which episode isn't our necessarily favorite one. And then we let all of you fans vote, and majority vote is what ends up for the episode on this bracket to find what the worst Barney episode is. We don't actually think, I feel like I have to say this all the time because there's always that one person going, there's no bad episodes. And so
Yeah.
we don't actually think necessarily any episode is actually like a terrible episode until 2006. But we do think that like not every episode is as enjoyable as the other ones in each season. And so that's what we're trying to find out just for fun. This is what our list was so far. Rock with Barney from Backyard Gang, Hop to It from season 1, and My Favorite Things from season 2. Some of those are absolutely wrong thanks to some of our co-hosts. But today we're here to fill in a season 3 episode. And we have none other than one of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to Barney and Friends and the Barney franchise. The one and only Jen Pollard. What's up, Jen?
Hello.
I'm going to do this for you because I forgot to do it for everyone else.
What do I get?
What do I get?
Yay, me.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yay.
Yeah. What's up, Jen? How are you?
I am good.
We all are.
Even
Why is it always so low when you do it?
Because I have it turned down from the music before. There you go.
Kids so
I didn't want it
Very
to be too loud. So like, yeah.
Child is far away.
Jen, welcome to the live stream. You've watched, I think, almost all the episodes, I believe, with
I
us,
have.
like in the comment section. So it's cool to have you on this. And
I'm in the chat to accost you all over that blasphemous chart you've created.
yeah. It's
Everything
not my
on there
fault.
was wrong. I just want to say I disavow that entire chart.
What do you mean?
What-
I don't know
would
how
you
it's
have-
going to go today, but
What would you have put for season 2?
season 2, stop, look, and be safe.
Really?
you.
Just because it's a
Thank you.
little, and somebody voted for
Thank
that
you.
one, didn't they? Who
Yeah,
voted
there
for that
was-
one?
There was a couple.
I think
Riff
I
did.
did.
Was that you, Hedge?
Yeah,
It was Riff.
Me. It was
That-
me. No, it was Kalen. It was me.
Oh, Kalen. Okay, yeah, that's
You
the
can't
only
use your
one
real
that's
names, remember?
that one's
Yeah,
a
I
little that one's a little scatterbrained. That's the only reason.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
season 2 is fun, is wonderful, but that episode in particular is a little scatterbrained because they're doing the safety thing, and then they've also got the Tasha's new baby brothers thing going on that just like takes up a whole portion of that. That's the only
Oh.
reason. Season 2 is wonderful. That episode is wonderful, but My Favorite Things is delightful, and it should not be on that chart.
Well,
Yeah.
it was for a very petty reason, and it was this
When
one.
I was a baby, my blanket covered me all up. But not now.
I guess you've been growing since then.
I agree, but a very petty reason. Like it, which brings us to talk about like this live stream with season 3. I think all of our votes are also based off very, very petty reasons because, as a whole, I think I don't know if I'm speaking for myself, but season 3, like season 2, I think was a great season. So like perfection, it's my favorite season. So like my choice is absolute petty reasoning. For sure. There's some people in the chat real quick I want to highlight because they're saying hello to you, Jen. There's Drew,
Who's saying it? Hi, Drew.
Nick.
I
D.
know him.
You know that one?
Hello.
Slay, Jen.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. There's a lot of fans for you here.
DJ.
So at the end of the podcast, after we do the voting for the episode, we'll let you guys decide which of our 3 co-hosts gets booted off and
Are the best.
by Jen.
It's me.
If you
It's
receive
me.
a rose.
I'm not as
It's
funny
me.
as everyone else is.
I don't know what this was too, but yo. Oh, maybe it was from the Barney video. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about season 3 before we get into like what our choices are and all of that jazz. Let's just talk about season 3 and like I guess maybe the things that like what makes that season such a great season, like in like
Me first.
personally for each of you. Relax.
Anyway,
There you go. Go ahead.
first of all, season 3 is the one that I have the most nostalgia for. Which is very weird because we only had one home video from it, but there were some things just so fresh and so new about it. I feel it was very, it was very well thought out. I loved that. One thing that I really loved about the first few seasons, that every year, or at least every season, I guess, it felt like an overhaul in some way. And I feel like season 3 had the biggest out of all 3 of them. Just the set was huge, or huger than what it was before. It's, in my opinion, the best Barney costume that has ever existed. I love that costume so much. It's so much sleeker in it. It looks like it can move a bit easier.
Yeah,
The
go
intro
ahead.
sequence, I love the little the marching animatic where it's they're like marching, like they get to the end, they're marching, and then they're just like, and then they just like, I don't know, I don't know what that dance move is, but I always thought it was very strange growing up. Everything about this season was just lovely, very lovely.
I agree. Season 3 is the best season. Kaylin?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they got a perfect balance of Barney's characterization at this point. They're like, okay, let's not make him like this super duper hyperactive, bumbling fool, and let's not make him like this kind of boring babysitter.
Oh boy! Whoa!
Let's not make him like this
Oh my
bumbling,
gosh!
or not bumbling, this boring babysitter. Which actually, that kind of turns out to be what he becomes in the later years. It feels like this is going to sound weird. This Barney feels like someone who's so excited to play with his friends, like the next day, that he'll cook his breakfast at night and iron his clothes at night, just so he can be ready in the morning. Does that make sense?
Sure.
No? Okay.
Just me. Cook his breakfast at night.
What you're saying is he's ready to play whenever his friends are, and that's the whole premise.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is that they have really figured out a perfect way to balance between "Oh my God, Mother Goose" and but still make him. He's ready to play, but he's not so whoa all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun for you.
He feels more in line with them.
I also
exactly.
I also like that. I think the break between seasons, like that year-long break between the season 2 and 3, worked in their favor too. Like I don't know what happened in that time besides the live show and Imagination Island, but it just seemed like how Hedge put it. It was like fresh. It's like the time that they took off to move and create this more expansive set, and the costuming for everyone, Bob Singleton's music with it being his last, like everything just was like, I don't know, like top tier. I think like Hedge said, for me, it's also like the nostalgic thing.
Yeah.
I remember growing up watching PBS when I was really young, when like season 4 and 5 was on, even 6, I think they were still showing season 3 episodes at least from. So it was what I constantly saw among the lyric era as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also my favorite. Well, one of them. I don't like both the second costume they use in season 3. With it looks like he's like more angular and all that stuff. Like that, which costume? I don't like that one as much. But the other one, like the hero costume of that season, if you will, I think it's my favorite costume. Like I think that year that they took off in between the two did justice for them with how they approached that next set of like episodes, I think.
These costumes are post Barney's skull, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's when they had designed that thing so that they were actually able to make them look consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really see the benefits of having that, because you can have. You guys were saying in the last one that the costume in season 2, because it's the same one from season 1 and a little bit before that, was noticeably worn out, and that's correct. It's very. Especially near the end, you can tell that it's on its last legs. Having 2 very nice suits for this season must have been a game changer for them.
And going forward, because every season after, until I guess you would say 2002, they had like 2 different variants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was also when they had like cut I believe they had like cut the weight of the thing in half or something. Like this one is significantly lighter than that first Barney and Friends one.
Yeah,
and you can see the benefits of that too. David Joyner is just able to go completely crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Isaiah says, my issue with this season is you can definitely feel Stephen White's absence.
Yeah, they were writing the movie. Oh, he was writing the movie.
Yeah,
during this,
the movie was in like a weird limbo phase when season 3, as I've interpreted, he's mentioned this in comments, and this is how I remember him telling it. The movie was transitioning from Warner Brothers to Polygram. Warner Brothers wanted merchandise rights, and Lyric said, "No, that's our gig." And then Warner Brothers said, "Okay, that's all where all the money in a kids movie is. So find another studio." And so it was in that weird period, and so they wanted him on call to do the movie whenever. Revisions on the movie whenever that was needed, but that wasn't needed like all year, and so he just kind of got cut off for a year.
It's weird though because I heard that. It's weird though because like that first, like the first version of the script that he wrote was in '93, right? Like
94, I think was it 93?
Well, I think it's 93 because that song that he gave us for Clubhouse was written for that movie, and that had a copyright of 93.
Is that dated 93?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. So maybe, yeah.
So he was writing that.
I know during like the height of Barney Mania, all the studios wanted to do a Barney movie.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
heard a
And then-
completely different story that
Yeah.
Warner had changed execs, and it was kind of ironic that Warner is in charge of the new Barney. Well, somewhat.
Well, they're at least
now,
airing it.
but
Yeah.
they were, but like back then they were changing execs, and they had sort of an idea what it was, but not really. But they were having meetings and saying like, okay, so is this movie going to be animated, or like they were really pushing for like a CG movie. And
Really?
the powers that be were like, no, this is. Have you not seen an episode of the show? And I guess that also
Oh.
falls on what you're saying. Like, well, we got to make toys, and that's where all the money is. So, like you said,
Where'd you hear
Barney
that?
Studio. The great Andrew Rosen.
Wait, Andrew's dead?
No.
Kaylin,
The late great.
Kaylin,
I
Kaylin
just
just
talked to him
enacted a
earlier
voodoo
today. So
curse.
who was that?
Oh man.
All right.
You know how you like
Kaylin-
describe people as great, but then like sometimes you accidentally.
I never said anyone was dead, Kaylin.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
We all.
Andrew.
No.
You just have a boo sound effect ready?
Yeah.
Oh, terrific.
Mainly for Kaylin.
Terrific.
Oh, okay.
Terrific.
Malachi says, when you had a season 3 episode on home video and you knew the party was starting after, please stay tuned.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
They should try to
my
cap at
gosh.
me.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh. There's something so extremely nostalgic about. Please stay tuned following this presentation for previews of other Barney home videos. You'd be like, you grab your popcorn. What is this?
You know
What's next?
I heard from a fan one time that voice used to scare them. So they would fast forward through that bumper. And I'm like,
I understand.
like
That's
Yeah.
Patty Wirtz.
Patty
What
Wirtz.
do you have against BJ?
what kind of
It's
childhood
because
did you have?
I can
Like,
speak on this. I can speak on this. It's because there's no like music bed under that.
Yeah.
Whereas in like later on they would do that. Where you just hear that dead silence and that just
Yes.
that voice and stuff like
You're saying this as if like we have music just constantly below us as we speak.
No,
It's not like
you
it's
know,
losing
there's-
name.
I mean, unless you're a crazy person.
Is this helping?
Speaking of, maybe this is scaring people. Maybe we should put some music below this.
I get it too because I've had that feeling before as a child with
Well-
that specifically. It is
Oh,
because
Hedge
there's
is scaring
no
me.
music.
Andrew got his revenge.
It's
well,
because
someone like
there's
the
no
actual
music.
riff says he hears music everywhere. So is he schizophrenic? Is he crazy? Is he scared?
I mean,
it's because there's no music, and also because when she starts talking, you can hear sort of like a little static or like background noise, and then when she stops, it goes away, and it's entirely silent again. So you're just like,
interesting.
what's going
What's
on?
that movie when the woman pops out of the TV?
Barney's Great Adventure.
The Grudge or The Ring?
Yeah, The Ring. Fat Albert.
I'm coming.
Oh no. No promoting
Turn
Bill
it up!
Cosby. BJ says, "Bumbling fool, take that back."
Bumbling fool, take that back.
And Noah says, laughs.
Laughs.
In parentheses.
All right. Let's see what else. Let's see what else they say here. Someone to Love You Forever is such a wholesome song. They
Yes.
should have used that song not far more times, but like more,
I don't.
more consistently,
More than they should have.
more than they did.
I
'Cause they used it
probably.
2 times, I
I
think.
probably have a controversial take. I
All right.
don't like that song.
What? Why?
What the hell?
What's wrong with you, Head?
I
What
don't.
the fuck?
See, and I was watching that episode this morning, and I
That's one.
don't the one with the dog. Which one?
Welcome home.
The one,
like
I
3
think
of
it
them.
was that one.
It was a
One
welcome
with
home.
the
Yeah.
dog.
The
Say with
the
the
one
dog.
where Julie was singing it. Oh,
Season 2? Season 1?
season what? Oh, season no. Anyway,
Puppy love. Best in show.
Yeah, puppy love, exactly.
it's not even the message.
Best dog in
the
show.
Messages. The message of the
Come on
song
over
is
to
fine.
Barney's house.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, now we're acting like our other guest. Sorry, Heads, go ahead.
Bye-bye.
Looks
What
like
did-
Jason is laughing through the cup.
What
You
did
got a
Caleb
red
say?
solo
He's like-
cup.
Riff was like,
Wrestle.
it's been a year since.
We need that for those kind of parties.
Oh no.
The message
All right,
of the
my
song
bad,
is
Ed.
fine.
Gonna have a party, need to buy booze. Gonna have a party, need to buy booze.
I think it's just the way the song sounds. It's just I don't. Someone to love you forever. I'm like, okay, I don't know.
It's
just
better
the way
when Barney sings it. To me,
I think so too. Dean Wynn actually did a really good job singing it in Birthday Bash.
yes, he did.
Yes.
Dean
We
Wynn
don't
sung
talk
it.
about the other person who did it, but yeah, I think it sounds better when Barney sings it. I mean,
Hell yeah!
Hey, hey.
Julie wasn't a good singer anyway, so I mean that's probably part of it.
She was a kid.
That's
You
true.
people are so mean.
No, I know,
Exactly.
I know,
She's a
but that's what I'm
bad
saying.
singer.
That could be why, I mean, I want to hear what the reference sounded like from, because didn't
Like the demo tape.
Lori Lazarus write it? Lazarus?
Yes.
Stephen Bates and
Stephen
Lori
Bates and Lori
Lazarus
Lazarus.
did
Yeah.
all, except for the mailbox song, did all the originals this season. And I just want to take a moment to say that iconic, okay? Think of how many Barney standards they're responsible for. Pumpernickel, Have a Snack, friggin' Baby Bop Hop, Hey Look at Me, I Can Fly. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was
good.
kind of amazed
Like a bird in
rewatching
the
these how many
sky.
of the really established Barney songs came from this season.
The Raindrop song, When I'm
Raindrop
a Firefighter,
song.
Here Comes the Fire Truck. Dude, I didn't realize they were the ones who did all of those except for Male Song. But dude, they threw down on those.
That is so funny. BJ did sound like
Big and Little.
in that song.
Yeah. Let's see what else
Buddy,
we
I
got
just
here.
smoked a big pack of Marlboro Special Blends.
Oh, look at this.
Marlboro Red 100s. I'm like a bird. I can fly.
Billa 107 disagrees with you, Hedge.
See?
Julie's singing was not great. And let's talk about it. I think that men's singing has gotten worse over the years. Sorry. Let's take a drink with Jason.
Why
Well, you're right about that. You're right about that.
What is it? What is this child hate going on here?
Did you see that awful tribute to Usher at the BET Awards? You're right about that.
Yeah, when men got up on stage and started singing "Someone to Love You Forever."
Yeah.
Awful.
You say men got worse over the years?
I think so. I was listening to, they were doing My Family's Just Right for Me in one of the episodes of season 3, and it didn't, I don't know. I feel like the season 2 performance of that song and like the finale was great. That's like my favorite rendition of it. For some reason, their voices crack a bit more in season 3, and it feels like they're trying to sing it higher than what it always sounds like they're like straining a little bit, at least from what I heard. And I don't know. That's all I got to say on that subject.
That song does get pitched up every time they use it. I'll give you that, because it's the script timing. That's people who are like, we need it tighter.
VJ says Jen will now be reading all messages in Barney's voice. You have no say in the
Jen
matter.
will now be reading all messages in Barney's voice. You have no say in the matter.
Oh, what about me?
Good Barney impression, Jen.
There you go.
Hedge, what is your background?
It's Jason with
That's
a
my
solo
best-
cup. We've been over this.
That's my best friend.
The background
Jason.
is me right now.
It's the
The
desk
background
from
is me
Barney.
right now. Yes, I'm all over the background. I'm all over. Look, I'm over there. I'm over there too. I'm over here. I'm everywhere.
Dean did do amazing. I agree. It's one of the only times, like rare times, he actually sang
Thank you.
as Barney.
I love you.
And he did do a good. He did do a good job.
You know why?
Oh wait, I promised
Because-
I would say,
Haha, we're in Egypt.
there you go.
You know why?
Connective
Because
tissue.
like it was the one time where they didn't get Joe Phillips to do his shtick. They actually got someone else to like make brand new instrumentations for that that show.
For Birthday Bash?
Yeah.
Did they really?
I mean, I would assume so. Because it's not like the constant saxophone or
I'm
Like
pretty
his
I'm pretty
brother,
sure it's
like,
not Joe
Half-Block.
Phillips, because some of the public domain songs that are in Birthday Bash, they used those arrangements in a Sesame Street show.
Right, because it was done by V Corporation.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
they throw your hands up and that kind of stuff.
Wheels on
But,
the Bus, I think, Itsy Bitsy Spider. So there's like actually on YouTube you can find these mashups of them, and it's very weird to hear like Barney and Grover singing on the same line.
But like Colors All Around and like the Baby Bop Pop, those songs.
Yeah, the Barney song. Yeah, they did pull some from the TV show and
some. Yeah. I thought you were saying someone else like wholly produced, aside from the ones that V already had for like Sesame Street Live, like they wholly produced.
I think they were original for Barney, but they reused them later on a Sesame Street show.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah.
Isaiah says Lori Lazarus was a writer for Courage the Cowardly Dog, so now you guys have.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A party.
Ooh,
I love Courage.
What's Courage?
You don't know what Courage is?
No, we didn't have Courage in Australia. What's a Courage?
I didn't watch it.
We didn't have Courage in Australia.
Yeah, we're all.
You're all
cowards.
That's unfortunate.
Courage the Cowardly Dog was a show that aired on a station called Cartoon Network. In like the late 90s, early 2000s?
No, 2000s.
Was it? I thought it premiered in the 90s.
No, it was like the very early 2000s.
We're gonna pull. I'm gonna
check.
pull it up now because you have to see it.
Check.
Kids Next Door, Ben 10.
I have no idea.
1999. Boom.
Hey, there we go.
win.
You're faster than me.
Which is crazy because so did SpongeBob. And it's weird.
SpongeBob is still going.
Well, yeah, but it premiered in '99. SpongeBob should not still be going. I'm sorry. I'm not.
SpongeBob's my age.
Bro!
SpongeBob's not what it used to be.
I
Hold on.
We're gonna upset some people.
That's all
haven't watched SpongeBob in
I don't
like
have to read their
20
comments.
years.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you Courage. Courage was like this pink. Courage was this pink dog. Right here. He was scared of everything. Like Scooby on steroids.
Scooby
they also did like a crossover movie.
Yeah,
you guys have ever seen
right.
that?
Hey, Emmy, the voice actor that's always doing collabs with Bob
Marty
at conventions. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
That's
So
him.
Emmy should know this.
You should know this, Emmy. So how would Bob feel about this?
Next time you see Bob, you haven't seen all my material?
Bob's like, what?
How
What
dare
kind of
you?
moderator are you?
You don't know
Let's see
Courage
here.
the Cowardly Dog? Says Bob
Anthony
West,
just
voice of
wants to
Barney.
say Julie Slate that song. Y'all are mean. Hey, that's
Yes!
just him.
Oh, yeah, she
Thank you,
slayed it
Andy.
all right.
It's all
No, you're
his.
mean.
Picking on
She slayed
children.
it.
I didn't know there was this kind of show.
Hooray for moms and dads is heat. They should use that
True!
one. Yeah, I love that
Big
song.
steak. That only got used one other time, and that's a damn shame.
It is. They should have used that more often for sure. I
And it
need
was
to
in
catch up.
season
with-
11,
Yeah, and I actually like that episode of season 11. That one
I
was
do too.
okay.
but you know,
Yeah. Let's
we'll
see.
get there, or at least you'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
BJ.
BJ. Oh, BJ, you really should tell the truth. Okay, BJ.
What
Okay,
sucks
BJ.
is
Oh,
what sucks
such
is,
terrible
man, I think
writing.
you and I are the only ones.
He sounds so
Jim-
fed up. He's just like tired of
Okay.
BJ.
What I hate about that one is I think you and I are the only ones who know that that's an actual line from an episode.
Oh, it
in
is.
later
Yeah,
years.
It is.
Yeah. I don't
I
think
didn't.
the rest
I
of them have
remembered
seen
it later. It's one of my later ones.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay, BJ.
Yeah.
Okay, BJ.
We
Oh,
didn't have
I miss
courage in
radio-
Australia.
I miss Radio Disney. Can I go back to Radio Disney?
Thank you, Malachi. They are dragging it.
See?
all these damn movies and stuff. No one needs to
I
see
twisted
him
my-
in CGI.
I
anymore.
twisted my ankle sometime last summer, and I was on the couch all day, and I caught SpongeBob for the first time in like a decade, and it was all like weird Ren and Stimpy faces, and I'm like, what is going on? This is hideous.
SpongeBob is like the Family Guy for kids. Like they've both gone on for far too long. It's not funny anymore.
You know why?
It's like just end
because
it.
their creators are even either left the show or have left
Dead.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
Dead. Unlike Andrew, who's still alive.
You guys say the Sandy Cheeks SpongeBob movie apparently leaked in that big Nickelodeon leak like
yeah,
a long
Oh, yeah.
time ago, and now it's coming out officially, and everyone's already seen it. But they
It's
still
on
have
my
to
hard
do-
drive.
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
They still have to do the
I
marketing.
don't even
what
want to
happened
see
with,
it, but I have it just
Yeah.
because I can.
That's what happened with X-Men Orange's Wolverine. like they leaked out the movie like 2 weeks in advance.
I'm
By
getting
the
sick
time
of
it
your
released
shit,
in
BJ.
theaters, they're
Can you say that again?
I'm getting sick of your shit, BJ. You
We're
need
gonna
to
have to
stop
use that
fucking
as like a-
lying to Riff.
Barney, the mic is on.
God
Barney,
damn it.
cut.
I don't care.
Turn the mic off.
Voices.
Cut.
I don't care.
Dean,
Voices.
Dean.
Did have the mute switch.
Dean,
This
I swear
person
I love
says-
you. I'm
Noah
making fun of the
says-
writers. I'm not making fun of you.
No,
I swear.
Noah says, and I don't understand why Noah pretends like there's not other people here. But Noah says, "Hey Hedge, what do you think if Barney was pink, purpley pink with dark, shiny purple eyelids?" And that brings me to say, my gripe with Barney: red onions are actually purple, right? But we call them red onions, and Barney actually being magenta is the reason I can't trust people.
Thank you. I've been saying this for years.
The boy looked pink, to be honest.
He did look pink. Yeah.
How dare you? You're not a true fan. Get out of here.
Especially in later years when they
Where are
were,
you?
like
There
had that
No,
awful
no,
clip
no,
art,
no, this
like
way.
what's on Hedge's shirt
Yeah.
right now.
Ooh.
That is like straight up pink.
Hedge's ugly
Yeah.
shirt.
Is that the Amazon shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Printed
it's
2 days before they shipped it.
it's horrible printing. But
Yeah.
I could print that in my basement tomorrow for you.
Yeah. Mm. I'm kind of glad those aren't available in Canada though, because I would just be buying piles of them for my little nephews and niece. So
Yeah.
my partner D got me this for my birthday last month, and they actually sent her 2 of them by accident. So I have 2 shirts.
You're just like, here, man,
Well,
just take it.
apparently
Take
you
one.
need
Oh, blue. I don't care.
backup. So
You're like, no one's buying these. Here, have 2.
they really need to
Underneath.
make like new clip art. They can commission some artists to be like, okay, you like replicate what they did back in like '94 or whatever, and put it here
Mattel, I
instead
have a
of
proposition.
going in their like library of documents.
Mattel,
Man. All right. What do you guys say we get down to it?
Okay,
anyway,
we'll talk about the
season
bad
3.
stuff for season 3.
Yes, season 3. Let's submit our votes, shall we? Since Jen, you are the guest host for this episode. you go first.
Word. Oh,
So,
yes.
Oh, hey, yeah, I like this. Higher hedge. Higher hedge.
Your
Yes!
hedge. Wait, didn't I just kick you out? Okay, come back. You're allowed back. You're allowed back in the fold. Pulling you back. Pulling you back.
So yeah,
Mattel's
so
not
then
gonna hire me. I want to have some fucking fun.
Mute button.
All
I
right.
got you, buddy. I got you. Help you out.
Jen,
Tug
it's
it
on
if you're not square.
You're a punk and you know it, says BJ.
You're a punk and you know it.
Barney, what are you doing?
Why ain't gonna trip on me?
I like
Uh-oh.
definitely imagine
Uh-oh.
Barney to go to like frat parties. It's like a +1.
Uh-oh. Here's one for Kalen. It's because he doesn't have those sleeves on. You better put the sleeves on, my guy.
Thank you.
What's up, guys?
Terrific.
Did you know? That's
It's in
Kalen.
that last video. That
In
last video when it went off
1995.
on everybody.
Did
The
you know?
Barney History Fans Facebook group.
Who is Rick?
The late great Andrew Olson actually posted a photo of his new Barney costume. May he rest in peace. Anyway,
To keep up the charade, I gotta send him like a fruit basket. This is in memoriam.
it's an obituary. Has a picture of his like profile picture.
Oh man.
This is a conspiracy to make one of us the new face of the Barney fan. We assassinated Andrew and we just stole all his stuff.
And he deserves it because And he deserves it because he hasn't came on the live stream yet. Even though he's supposed to be part of it. So this
The
is
next
his fault.
the next appearance Barney does, like I'm the supposed leader of the Barney fan group or whatever Skaloon said.
Did you call it Skaloon?
Skaloon?
Is that not what it's called?
Skaloon Entertainment.
Is that not what it's
Man
called?
with the Skaloon
Colin.
here. Yeehaw.
It's Colin.
Oh man.
It's got a double L and an O, and the O sound is short.
Blow up your
Oh no, we
Skaloon.
killed him.
And I like how Kaylin just automatically assumed he'd be the next person to step up after Ann.
Yeah, right.
Like you're the second.
You're the
Barney
one who
fan
said it,
full of
and
themselves.
now you're asserting yourself the leader.
Yeah, now you're the second Barney fan full of themselves.
Next of
I'm the Barney alpha male.
Skaloon, dude.
Welcome to the Salty Skaloon. How's that for you?
Oh,
you.
Oh my
Says
god.
BJ.
All right. Well,
Says baby.
Amy, I can tell you're having fun because you're significantly more red than you were when you started.
This is what I get when I don't put on my foundation. See, look, it's Fenty. It's Fenty foundation.
Yeah,
in the
Fenty foundation. Look at you.
It's what?
Fenty. Fenty.
Rihanna.
Well, you're doing better than I am. You actually know how to use that shit.
There's YouTube tutorials.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
I think
I can show you.
I think you lay it down before you start to build.
Yeah. Yeah. But this isn't a makeup tutorial.
I put on an actual
Kerron.
shirt and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a great job.
Kerron, you say things so deadpan. I thought you were being serious.
That I was serious. All right, Jen, you want to do your vote?
Unless anyone has anything else.
No.
Yeah, it's called Skaloon.
Oh, this will just keep going.
It's- I'm
So
sorry.
you'll-
Sorry.
This will just keep going on.
All right.
So,
Okay.
also,
So
this is true. Hey, by the way, Drew, I've sent you multiple messages about Spots of Love podcast. They keep telling me, get Drew. So you have to like,
yes,
come on.
Drew
So they keep
Pierce.
going.
Drew
In
Pierce.
every video I post, they just go, get Drew. And I'm like, all right, I'm
Yes.
trying to.
I'll yell at him later for you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. All right, Jen, go ahead. Tell us what
Okay.
your choice is and the reason behind why you chose that, and then we'll tell you why you're lying.
Alrighty then. So, I just out of curiosity, how in preparation for these things, how much do you guys like rewatch this stuff?
I binged the entire season, and
Yeah.
yeah, just to rewatch everything over again. I think they do that too, or get close to watching the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that's what my preparation is.
Okay, because I watched the whole thing and I took notes, and I feel like a weirdo because I have notes.
Oh no. No, I do the
Okay,
same
well, that's
thing.
good.
I just keep my notes in my head instead of like.
I
writing
learned-
them up, but yeah.
I learned over the past few days that watching several episodes of Barney one after the other at 1.5/2 times speed is a great way to give yourself a headache.
I could see
But
that.
I did review and I took notes. So one thing that I find kind of interesting about this season is the educational philosophy, maybe I don't know, the educational approach kind of changed a little bit because one of the problems you run into with the theme-based format is that there are only so many preschool early learning themes that you can cover in a half-hour format. When you're doing 30 minutes, they kind of have to be broad enough that there is enough there's enough kind of sub themes, I guess, within that to cover a whole half hour. So in this season, and even in season 2, if you compare it to season 1, there's a lot of repeat. They did another colors and shapes and other numbers. They did a lot of those basic ones they did over and over again. In this season, what's kind of neat is that they well, first of all, did any of you guys realize that they had themed weeks this year?
Mm-mm.
No.
Really?
They actually, there's an article in that somebody scanned from Barney magazine that actually outlines. One week was an animal week, one week was a transportation week, places in the neighborhood, and the other one is friends and family. I think the second week is friends and by week I mean each group of 5 because they're Monday to Friday.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they
I
actually
never noticed that.
So they actually did themed weeks. And so in looking for more specifics, some of those things were not quite broad enough to cover a whole half hour. So they would kind of mix some of the standard Barney themes in.
Interesting.
So so like the fishing episode has a whole thing about sharing in it. The train one does as well. There's a trucks / hats / careers episode. So there's a little bit of kind of going all over the place, and in some cases that works really well. And I did a ranking of the episodes as I was watching them, and the 2 that I have on top are It's Raining, It's Pouring, and Twice as Nice. And those ones, I see a hedge. Those 2 episodes kind of have a very loose kind of connective tissue of rainy day or scavenger hunt, and they're able to work in some of the imagination. In the rain episode, it's imagination and storytelling and creative dramatics, and then in the Twice as Nice, it's letters and colors and shapes and sizes and those kind of concepts. So sometimes that works really well. But there are other times when they have a theme that could sustain a whole episode, but they're also trying to put other things in it. So the episode that I have at the bottom, and not to say this is a bad episode, by the way, it's just the one that happens to be at the bottom, is At Home with Animals. And so that's my vote. And that one, because the theme is animal homes. And that's a broad enough theme that you could cover a whole half hour, because you could just go from animal to animal to animal, and you can sing about that animal and all that kind of thing. And there is a really great season 8 episode that did that called At Home in the Park, where it's like, oh, here's a duck, let's sing about the duck. Oh, here's a rabbit. We find a rabbit, let's sing about the rabbit. Oh, let's make owl puppets and we'll sing about owls. And you can do that for a whole half hour. This one has this whole At Home with Animals has this whole like additional plot about trying to find Tasha's locket.
Mm-hmm.
And so in trying to fit that in, and this year there was also a big emphasis across several episodes. There was a big overarching idea about promoting doing kind things for others. And so they try to fit that in and have that be a big component in that episode. But in doing that, they get to the bird's nest and they never call it a bird's nest, and they're there for like 2 seconds and then they have to move on and they do that kind of every time they run into an animal. They're only there for a second because they have to fit all this other stuff in. So I suppose that's my vote, At Home with Animals. Also, it has that stupid Bumblebee song in it, which don't encourage children to catch bumblebees, please. That's not a good thing.
It is funny that they also say that it stings you, but like
they do at the end though.
Yeah.
That's funny. They sing that song and they don't make any comment about it. And then during the Barney's like, please don't touch bees.
Gotcha.
Don't actually do this.
Don't actually do this. Do as I say, not as they do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was that was rambly. I should have written notes about that specifically.
No.
So
Ricky Raccoon saves that episode for me. Ricky Raccoon saves that episode for me.
Yeah. Solid song. That has the Hooray for Moms and Dads song. We were just talking about how great that is.
Yeah.
As I said, there's not a bad episode in this season. That's just that one just happened to be at the bottom of my ranking. So
yeah, for sure. Someone says worst episodes of Barney and Friends according to IMDb is Ship Ahoy at number 1. Camera Safari, any way you slice it, classical cleanup. I mean, you take with a grain of
who's
salt.
rating Barney episodes on IMDb?
On IMDb,
it's probably like 2 people.
Oh. I
have
have
no idea.
Okay.
I have an issue. I have a big issue with whoever rated any way you slice it that low.
Oh dear.
Well, that's whoever's on IMDb.
Where is that on?
It was probably
Bro,
you and me
everybody.
from like 13 years ago
Yeah.
when you
That's
hated
true.
the show.
Yeah. It's the only episode of Barney and Friends that focuses on carbohydrates.
It's very important.
But
It's
oh,
like
not in my top
solely-
10. So
solely
apparently,
co-
apparently
You
I'm
guys
doing
notice-
bad here.
Do you guys notice
Wait a
that
minute.
anytime? So like in that episode, Barney has a refrigerator, but it's the same tree of where he has his own closet, but it's a different side of the tree.
I hate that he goes in the other side. It bothers me so much. I watched
But it
that
makes
and I was
sense.
like, where the fuck is he going? Like, why is he going on that side of the tree?
Well, the closet's on one side, the refrigerator.
Exactly.
I never noticed that. I didn't think they thought it that well.
Well, I didn't notice it either till now. It pissed me off when I watched it because I was like, why is he going on that side of the tree?
He's got a fridge in his closet. Is that what you would prefer?
Barney, where are you going? Get on the other side.
My goodness.
I like how they did it once in the hit years and never did it again.
They did, yeah.
Actually, maybe a couple times. But
No, they only did it once. They went behind the tree and like had like clothes and stuff up here.
Yeah, you're right.
like,
You're
a
right.
couple
You're right.
times, but using it
Yeah.
as a closet was only that Read With Me, Dance With Me with men.
Yeah,
when
that's
he got
right.
the picture out, which I think was only to pay like homage to whatever the word is.
What-
to,
that,
like,
that, that episode when they were sipping tea or whatever, when he had the muffin cart.
and he comes, yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, they were like, oh, screw that.
All right. At Home with Animals. Okay. Well, Emmy,
I saw
it's your
Hedge
turn.
make a face. I'm worried.
Hedge is like, I'm just sitting here.
I'm making sure bro finished his drink.
You take plenty of time.
Imagine that he just finds expired milk.
He's
and has
eating
all
that
the
cup.
other reason.
Like he's trying to devour that cup.
Ooh, it's all lumpy.
Eyes back.
At that moment, he's like, "Oh shit! This is the studio."
We got lights up here. We got no ceiling.
We're filming.
What are those lights up there?
Cut.
Whoa.
You can't say
You
that.
guys
Kurt.
seeing this?
It's a real school.
We don't have a ceiling. What the hell?
Jason, this is the second season you've been on. Are you kidding me?
We do have to say too, though, like we give Carrie so much shit about like how little he moved the jaw and things like that, like during the hit years of Barney. And David did a lot of that in season 3. If you guys notice, like there's a lot of times he's either mouthing the lyrics without Barney's voice being there, or he's just barely moving the mouth, or it's not
Really?
moving at all. Yeah, it bothers.
I was
me.
watching
He
it
did
with
a lot
2 times
in
speed. I
Twilight.
guess I didn't notice.
Yeah.
One thing I pointed out in my review from a few years ago is this costume, as great as it is, it's hard to notice when the mouth is moving, and I don't know why that is. There may be some like tightness the way, but sometimes you can see it just barely moving when Bob's like actually speaking. One good example is even in the intro where he's holding the sandwich, he's doing the pumpernickel thing. You can tell he's supposed to be talking, but you can barely see the mouth moving at all. And I think that's an issue that I've seen only with this costume specifically. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
It could just be with how new it was. I don't know.
Oh, so now we're
That
giving
is-
David Joyner excuses. Maybe that's what was wrong with Carrie's suit for 13 years or whatever. however long- 10 years, whatever it was.
I think we take for granted because how that mouth moves, you're basically putting like so much stress on your own mouth and your own teeth. I mean, those guys have either veneers or like dentures now.
Yeah,
Now per year.
Fun fact: when I was like younger, I would imitate the show. So anytime Barney like they wouldn't move the mouth, I also taught myself to talk without moving my mouth, just so I can also do the exact.
Hey, how you doing? Oh,
Like a ventriloquist.
Yep.
So does that mean that when Barney wasn't talking, you would just be in your room just?
hey, you can do it.
I wouldn't do that.
Hey.
I wouldn't do that, but I did try to make my mouth match like if Barney's mouth closed, or like if it was open, like the way he talked without using like my lips. I tried to match that. Like that's how obsessed I was, like performing it like I was a costume.
Yeah, I agree.
So
There's
All
actual
right,
photos.
yeah.
There's
Are you
actual
right?
photos of me from elementary school attempting to do like the standard like.
why do we always do this too? Why was it this thing all the time?
I don't know.
We always
I don't
just it just happened to be this.
What's wrong with that kid? Why is he pretending like he doesn't have elbows?
Well, the plush is kind of doing it actually.
Like, hey, everybody. Like why?
You're missing one.
How?
You're missing one.
How?
Yeah.
Not the bees! Not the bees! Oh God! Not the bees! Ah!
Oh. You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. All right, Emmy, your turn. What do you vote for?
Okay, so first of all, you didn't ask me what my favorite episode was. So my favorite episode was Any Way You Slice It.
Was it because of the well, I was expecting you to just like jump in and you didn't, so I assumed. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. No, that's all right. So my favorite episode is Any Way You Slice It. It focuses on carbohydrates. It just super quickly. It focuses. Oh my God, it's just like nah, fuck this amount. It's hyper specific. It's it's a niche thing. I like niche things. Okay, moving on to the West. Okay, so my least favorite episode out of the whole thing is It's Raining, It's Pouring. Because
Were you not the one who voted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 census?
Yes.
Okay, bye. See ya. See you later.
No, but
I am
it's
very,
just,
very disappointed.
Ron, put that away before the chat blows up with, "Oh my God, it's
No,
the
I
umbrella."
thought you
Oh, God.
changed.
Barney History Fans is just like there
I'm
was
using-
a duck
I'm using
umbrella.
this in the
live
in
stream,
the Mr.
and
K
then-
live show.
Yeah. This is the official re-entry into the franchise of the Duck Umbrella.
Yeah.
no.
It's raining, it's
Umbrella
pouring.
shit.
Why is that your choice?
So the reason why It's Raining is pouring, it's
The old
pouring
man
is
was snoring.
my least favorite is because it's see the thing is when watching an episode of Barney, it's good to have something that's kind of like a solid through line, but It's Raining, It's Pouring is kind of lacks a lot of focus, like specifically.
Storytelling, pretend play.
They used that damn parachute too many times in it.
No, they
They
didn't.
do.
That's
They
the
do.
point of the
It's the whole point
episode.
of it. Like, what are you saying right now?
You literally picked my top one. This is interesting.
Because it's just, and also because it's when you have the story, when you have like in my opinion, I dislike it for the same reasons I dislike Rock with Barney from the Backyard Gang. It's just that there's not really story wise. There's in my opinion there's no real through line. There's lots of fun things to do, and it's great for a toddler. It's great for a toddler.
Emmy?
That's it all.
Emmy,
No.
that's who the show is for, Emmy.
No.
It's for little children, Emmy.
See, but Jen, that doesn't mean that it's good. That doesn't
why
mean
we-
it's fun.
Do you people think? I just want to address for a second
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean,
how
you people?
weird
What do
this
you mean by you
whole
people?
thing we're doing right now is. Can we just talk about how bizarre it is that we're a bunch of like 20, 30 something people being like, well, I think this episode of Barney lacked, like, do you think in 30 years there's going to be Miss Rachel History Fans?
No. It's going to
Are
be
people
it's
gonna
going to
be
be
like,
Mr.
you
K
know,
history
I
fan.
understand she started doing Mama and Dada videos, but it lacks the narrative through line of hop little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. In my opinion, we have to discard the past, you know.
It kind of
That's the best
upsets me.
moment of
It's a weird
the
thing. Now look, I've embraced it. Look around me. I've embraced how weird it is, but it's weird. So let's just acknowledge that.
That
It
was the
makes
best
me upset
moment
that
of
you
the stream.
chose Miss Rachel first.
Oh my gosh, you people.
I'm for 2-year-olds and nobody else. Bye.
Anyway, that's my list of thoughts.
And also it's really
Look
dark.
at these fucking kids using their imaginations. It's a fucking parachute.
Sorry. No,
I
Doc
want
is
to climb into the TV.
It's not
I
a
want to
tent.
climb into the TV stand and be like, okay, guys, let's fold it up.
You all
Fold it
can't even
something
fit in
else.
that parachute.
What? Like it's like I don't know. It's because I think one of my big gripes with season 2 is just how dark it is, and in season 3, for this episode in particular, it's just I don't know.
Corn
It's,
stores on the
Because
corner.
it's storming. I mean,
Liquor stores on the corner.
it's
mean by
weird if it
dark?
was a storm with the sun shining. Just,
This is the raw, uncut Barney film.
You people.
this is really hard because season 3 is such a good season, and I have to choose one, and I had
I
to pick that
understand you.
one, and I still pissed
What?
everyone off.
What do you have against Tommy DePaula?
yeah, what's your
What?
real problem?
Why are you homophobic?
Why do you hate Tommy?
I'm literally queer. I'm literally queer. If I have internalized homophobia, you have to sit me down and go, you have internalized homophobia. No,
No.
it's not Tommy DePaula. He's an
Well-
international treasure. I love Stregonona. Stregonona is an icon.
There we go.
Duck and Brandon won't be watching this anytime soon.
I wish this season it was like a season 3 intro, and the title card moves away, and it's just, "What's your problem with Tommy DePaula?"
Yeah, that's true.
What do you want?
See? People
Yep.
say Barney's not written on 2 levels. Barney absolutely is written on 2 levels. It's written for 2-year-olds and it's written for 4-year-olds. And then
It
there's
was
that
written
little
for me.
3-year-olds are kind of the sweet spot. See?
Someone else
Paw
said,
Patrol either. True. Paw
Let's
Patrol
see.
history fans in 30 years. It's going to
Someone
happen,
says
and we're all
Coco
going to be
Melon
like,
is
what
cool.
the heck?
I'm sure there'll be fans in 30 years as well.
Coco
There will not
Melon.
be.
Coco
Oh.
Melon.
There will not be.
Coco Melon history fans.
You will only be the one in that group.
Oh,
I'm not going to be in that group.
No,
I'll
not
be
you. That
Fans,
person.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's see. Someone said, I think it was Andrew Cowart. Not Andrew Olsen because he's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
may rest in peace.
Did anyone else? Did anyone else notice when Barney came to life all through this season, he would come to life 5 feet or so from the Barney doll, making him look like he appears out of thin air.
That's true.
I
They
did
would
notice
cover
that in
him
some
up.
episodes. I'm like, why are you so like? Yeah.
You also notice that they use the opposable arms on the doll more than they do like before or even after.
They used
It's
to what?
almost kinda
Sorry?
annoying.
The
Like at
foldable
the end
arms.
shot.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay, guys, we get it. It can move.
Which brings me to say one, Barney coming to life could be a lot worse. Number 2, since we're talking about the doll, I meant to do this when we first started and I forgot. But Hedge and I were talking, and we wanted to like show some love to like 2 dolls that were created by some Barney fans.
Yes.
Of like season 2, season 3 dolls. And so I wanted to show those here. Let me see. So this is Orion Dagger's doll.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes.
That
you
is
can find him on
gorgeous.
Instagram.
Is he selling that thing?
He
Right.
better.
Yeah, he's not selling these. He's just made this for fun.
What was that eBay
Um,
tag?
But he's been making like multiple versions of it. And like this is his like the best one that he's done so far.
That's
That is
crazy.
really remarkable.
And then if you guys are familiar with Sedwan Hooks, he
Yes,
did a
that
version.
one.
Yeah.
And-
That is beautiful.
Yeah, wow. I hadn't
so we
seen that
want
one.
to,
That
show some
was
love.
really nice.
Yeah. And you know, this is what he does, like builds costumes and things. So like
Yeah.
but we thought it would be cool to like show some love to them for the work that they did with those. Like they're super good. They like look really, really nice. Almost in a way better than like that one, especially better than like the actual one. In my opinion. But like yeah, they do, it's very, very good looking. So
While we're talking about it, and since Emmy brought up the food episode, or whatever you want to call it, the food and multicultural episode,
it's
the one thing
See, again,
Yeah.
we're combining themes.
the one thing I hyper fixate on that makes me sometimes dislike that episode is the technical error they made before Barney comes to life. They accidentally like filmed the in between shots of them removing the doll so he can like be there.
Did
You know
they
what I
really-
mean?
Did they really?
Yeah, go back and watch. Like you can see it's there. Like it's that table with all the different dolls from different countries, it's sitting there with the Australian hat thing. What do you call that, Emmy?
An akubra.
That. And like once the effect like starts, you can see the doll is gone.
Oh, I thought
weird.
you were saying they literally filmed like.
Oh no!
Yeah. I would have noticed that for sure. Like yoink.
So that's the one thing I hate.
That's a real thing. Like, Jen, you
I
noticed this too? Jen, you noticed this too? In that episode?
No, I'm saying I need to go back and look at that.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up right now. I want to see it.
Okay.
Screw you, ads.
There was one episode, I forget which one it was, but they were like standing next to the treehouse. They weren't in it. And I was washing dishes when I was watching it. Barney hadn't showed up at all. I hadn't seen the plush. And then he comes to life from like the railing of the treehouse. And I didn't remember the plush being there at all. And I just remember I was washing dishes and I saw it. And I was like,
Yeah.
Jump scare!
I was like, where did
They
you
used to place it at like random places.
Copyright claim in 3, 2.
There's no audio.
9
You're
stories.
basically using our friend Barney for using Ethan's channel.
You say when he comes to life?
Yeah. So we're talking about that.
When he lumps the kite.
So it's right
you
there.
Can see him there.
You can see it there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's gone, yeah.
Oh.
And he comes to life at like a different angle. So what?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's
That's a good eye. That's a good eye.
It's right there.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, hey, maybe the treat thing isn't so far off, if you know what I mean.
Huh? What?
Maybe the treat thing isn't so far off.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, you asshole. Wow. Okay. Interesting. He was just randomly appearing places. That's creepy.
Basically.
Yeah. All right. Well,
they did that a lot. Like they would place the doll in like a specific spot, but Barney would appear in like in a completely different angle. And it's kind of like, wait.
They put the doll in the trash can. He comes to life in the bathroom. It's like, whoa!
And I think I think this further proves Jen's point of like it's made for kids, and like because like none of us noticed that as kids. No one went, "Hey, Barney's not on the table anymore," until we're like grown men and women. Like
they do the same exact thing,
people.
and then they do the same exact thing in the next season. What's that episode? Is everybody happy? Remember when it's holding like the streamers and Kim gets it and she's trying to put one on like one side of the window and then the other on the other side? Like it all just disappears.
Well, it wasn't in the shot, was it?
It was.
I thought they changed the shot.
It was holding the streamers.
In the
and then
shot,
the camera would pan to her trying to put one side up, and then when she was trying to put the other side up,
it was gone. Well, but maybe he was already to life by that point.
No, because right when she like gets pissed off, like that's when the effect comes in. And...
Oh, because okay, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, we have to go. We have to watch that next time. Okay.
Oh, I wish I had a hand, or whatever she says.
Yeah.
Terrible acting. But go ahead.
Quit whining.
I wish I had 2 hands.
Then you were going to say something?
I wish I had 2 hands.
I would like to, just to make my point further, go to Andrew's channel, right? The man who is not dead. Andrew's not dead. He's surely alive. Go to Andrew's channel and look up a video he posted of Mary Ann Dudko being interviewed on some like morning show in Texas, where she literally says to the interviewer, you know, I would be very concerned if an adult told me that Barney was their favorite show. And I'm like, thanks, Mary. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I saw that one.
That's the best. It's so funny.
Oh, we're all concerning Marianne.
We're all very concerning.
Sorry, Marianne.
Sorry, Marianne. I don't know her current status on that, but I just thought that was burst into laughter when I saw that.
I think she'd be more concerned about me more than everyone else on this stream, because everyone else on this stream literally grew up alongside Barney, whereas I watched it and then I fucked off for 20 years and then I came back.
No. You bashed it and then you came back.
I bashed it, yeah, and then I came back with my tail between my legs.
Welcome back.
Because I wanted to be 12-year-old edgelord. Edge lady. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
All right. Hedge, it's on you, man.
This might actually end up being our longest stream because we're like an hour and some change in, and there's three people left.
We've completely just went off the rails too many times.
So this season is perfect. It's a perfect season. It's funny. I didn't have a concrete episode at first, and technically I still don't. But my run through season 3 had like a little, just a few grievances. Give me one quick second. Let me see here. Who we got? All right. Let me introduce you to this kid right here. Not him. This kid right here.
Juan
or Carlos?
Juan.
What's wrong with Juan?
First of all, I got a comment years ago saying that Barney.
Hey, like if you stay right,
want to get a drink after
us? Around you now.
Get your hands off me.
I got a comment years ago saying that Carlos never had a brother, and it was on the season 3 review, and I could not believe my ears and my eyes when I read that. Anyway, I don't like this kid. This is one of my least favorite kids in the show. Because it feels like he was introduced to be a brother, but also to be the problem. Every time
be a problem?
The problem child.
What do you think that?
What is this?
Hold on.
Is this the early inklings of Ben?
Every time he's on an episode, there's an issue. And I get it. But I think it might not even just be him. It might be because no one else really has issues with each other on the show that makes this stand out. Well, aside from BJ and Baby Bop sometimes, but like every time he's we got cookies, guys. What cookies? Oh, I ate all the cookies, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, Carlos, are you kidding me? Every single time there's something that he does that's an
Wait
issue.
till we get home.
Well, he's the younger brother.
That's
the dynamic.
But
like that's how Mike is. They're constantly like at each other like all the time.
Sibling rivalry. That was one of the.
You don't complain about BJ and Baby Bop always like BJ being annoyed with Baby Bop.
But that's the thing though. His whole character is that he's the issue. That's the entire
thing.
No,
it's not.
Made me upset. Yes, it is.
Why do you think that?
No, it's not.
And when he's in the episode without Carlos, he's not the issue.
Carlos isn't. What about those?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nope.
What?
I'm sorry.
There's only the rivalry
like
when the brothers are together.
I'm playing this trumpet because I hate my brother. What?
We're moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
We're moving on.
And what episode is that?
Also, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but just because you give those two Hispanic or Latino names does not make them like physically like they look nothing alike, and they like shading wise, and I don't want to say like a guy, but
it's funny too because Julie mentioned in the show that she was adopted, but they never said anything about Carlos and Juan. So it's like,
oh my God, he said Juan.
When did this turn into Juan bashing? He didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, he did something wrong.
He was the
He
chosen
did lots
one.
of things wrong. But we're not here to talk about that.
He was the chosen one.
My goodness.
I hope this isn't a hot take. I've said before that I don't like when they just tell stories on Barney, but especially when it's a storybook. I think it's boring. And I love Stella. This is not about the.
Yep.
It's a hot take. Listen.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. Every single. It's how her character was implemented in the season. Every time I saw that door spinning, I just knew I was about to skip 6 minutes of the episode. Because every single time, it's them sitting down, doing nothing but telling. And one time, it wasn't even related to what they were doing beforehand.
That song reminds me of a story. You know what I hate? In the Gone Fishing episode,
it's egregious in the train episode,
dude. In the Gone Fishing episode, when they just got done singing like the medley, and they're sitting there like they hear something, and then like there's like 3 seconds of silence, and then it just pops. That song reminds me of a story. And it's like, what? Like, why did it take you so long to like? How do they know you were coming before they start? What is happening?
Because they had 3 seconds to kill.
Oh my god!
They've all got to be the same length. We know about this.
It's a little more
Yeah,
egregious
that's true.
in the all aboard for sharing, because that story goes on forever, and it's like, oh god, can we just move on?
It was so funny too, because this morning I was, like I said earlier, I was washing dishes with it was the bread episode, and I was washing dishes, and the door started spinning. I was like, okay, and like the water was so hot, it did that thing where the glove like vacuum sealed itself to my hand, so I couldn't use my phone to skip. So I just had to sit there. I was listening to the story. I was like, make it stop. Make it. I couldn't take the gloves off. It's like, oh my gosh, make it end. I can't. I love Stella, but like the way
they're modeling attentive listening. It's a school skill. They're trying to teach the children. Why won't you let them teach the children?
You are absolutely right, Jen. But I have to say, the stories like they got better in like with season 4 and on.
Because they got shorter. I'm sorry, the TikTok generation.
No.
You have no attention spans.
I think the stories. Okay. I think the stories worked better when they acted them out. Because like I even hated when Barney would read a story book. Like I don't want to see you reading a book and showing me the page. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with books?
Nothing's wrong with it.
Books. We have that on our show. What are you talking about?
I know, and I don't like it. We don't read the story and like show the pages of the book. We like it's a little bit different.
I know, and I don't like it should be the theme of the stream.
I like it better when they kind of center the premise of the episode or video around her, like Once Upon a Time, obviously, in
Ship
What a World We Share. Yeah, in that episode.
Yeah.
One of the few times when they don't put her in a damn Mexican outfit.
It's time for counting, yeah. I'll even take It's Time for Counting because I like the bit at the end where she's like, these are all my siblings, and then they come through the door. That was the bit I remember the most about that video.
Stella with a big mustache is very fun, I will say that.
I really didn't have an episode.
Look at the comment section turning on us today. Look what you started, Jen.
It's a PB. Yes! See, Drew knows what's up.
Well, Drew's part of your cohort.
Drew's part of my cohort. That's true. That's true, yes.
You guys are the Barney Mafia family.
We're the OGs. I tell you, before there was History Fans, we were here.
Drew appears since his regards.
I'm just gonna throw out an episode.
White cat.
You weren't here when Best of Barney came out, and we were all like, "Why aren't there more classic clips?" You weren't here for that.
Oh, and this is me in my very own movie, Barney's Great Adventure. That is not
footage courtesy of Universal Studios. Oh boy,
Barney Live.
I'm just gonna throw out an episode just because.
Watch how long it takes.
It's the same shot.
Stop singing, BJ.
It's the same shot.
Hey, look, I hear somebody over there. It sounds like you're coming this way. Oh, wait, look, I think I see them too. Who the fuck is it? I don't know who the fuck it is. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know.
Jay, watch your fucking mouth.
Hey, that song you sang about 5 minutes ago reminds me of a story. Okay. Sorry, Hedge.
No, you're fine. Yeah,
pick their horns.
You were saying something?
I'm just gonna. It took me years to. I'm just. I'm just gonna throw out an episode.
BJ.
Jen's cohort is having a roll call.
Exactly. Yes. Where's Jeff? Like Get Jeff in here.
All right.
I think I've said I'm gonna throw out an episode like 7 times.
All right,
I'm gonna go back and count. I'm gonna throw one out because I didn't have one, and I already know everyone's gonna go, "Oh my god!" I'm just throwing one out because why am I sliding? Why am I sliding? I'm gonna say, can Camera Safari because after years, that's the one that I still have not seen. I don't know what happened or what has been.
You
happening.
haven't seen it, and that's why it's the worst.
If I
What?
haven't seen it, it's not a good episode.
You haven't seen it.
Well, Jen, even if I
You
said an
vote for
episode,
it if you
you'd be
haven't
like,
seen it. You don't get to vote for one you haven't seen.
okay, fine.
This doesn't get on the
And
board,
also,
right? This doesn't
You're not
count.
doing, yeah, you're not doing your job. You're supposed to be watching it.
I watched every. All right, how about this?
I watched
what is it
every
called?
one except for that one.
How about Feather?
Did you
Furry
do a
Friends,
review of
whatever it's
season
called?
3?
Didn't you review season 3? Yeah, how did you not watch it? How did you review a season that you didn't even finish watching?
The furry episode.
The furry episode.
Oh no, he's
Barney's
disappearing.
woke, everybody. Don't tell Duncan.
Jason just swallowed him.
Y'all not gonna cancel me. Years later. Years later. Unbelievable. Feathered
Oh, man.
Furry
Hashtag
Friends,
me
whatever it's
too.
called.
I love the furry episode. It's a great
All right,
episode.
so you have to choose one that you've seen, Hedge.
I did. Feathered
Which one?
Furry Friends.
What?
That's acceptable. That's
Yeah,
acceptable.
Exactly. What?
Say it again.
Feathered Furry Friends, whatever it's called.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I also thought it was funny. I was watching Ships Ahoy, and I saw them on the boat in the park set, and I was about to be in our little group chat, be like, "Look, guys, they did it earlier before," and then like not even a minute after, they went to the jungle, and it basically just became Imagination Island, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
There's no excuse now. It has no excuse.
The furry episode.
Barney's always been furry. We knew that.
See?
Everyone knew that.
See?
Everyone
And
knew that.
in case you were wondering if she was serious, she's serious.
I was
I'm
open
cereal.
There you go.
Guys, I'm seriously.
I,
Uh,
do I have to bring Baxter in here?
Guys,
I am very serious right now. The fur. That's true. This whole show involves people in big mascot animal costumes. That's true.
Feathered Furry Friends.
Barney is the origin of furries. That's true.
It's the evil laugh.
Oh man, you've upset me tonight.
Zoobly zooby damned.
I had
don't
a
know
crush
what
on
you're
this
calling it,
fur.
it's just an episode about animals.
Sorry.
I had a crush on this
Sorry.
furry.
Sorry.
This furry's in the episode. If
I'm
you know, you
sorry.
know.
My crush on furries began in Musical Castle Live.
See?
We
Oh
are
my
the
god, those are furries.
forest.
Origin.
Oh god.
Some kid in that audience had a personal awakening at that moment.
If you thought Lola Bunny was one thing, watch that stage show.
The songs did make the episode though. Like it had some bangers in the episode.
What episode?
Which episode are we talking about?
Our
Of what
furries are
track?
the fishy friends.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a good
Don't
song
remember.
list. I think the writing could have been a little stronger on that one because they do just kind of stand in one place that whole episode.
We
There's
cannot
probably
hear
a
that.
way you could have.
You cannot hear that, Nick. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, I'll get fired if I.
there's a lot of episodes this season about animals.
The
About a lot
bird
of
song.
animals,
Come
too.
on, Malachi. How you gonna like the song and not know the name? Pretty Kitty
The
Blues.
bird song.
Damn Down by the Bay.
Even damn down by the bay.
Hedge.
Damn down by
Damn
the
down
bay.
by
Damn
the
down
bay.
by the bay.
Damn Down by the Bay.
Where the fucking watermelons go.
Fucking water
it's
bros.
fire.
You see what I started last time we did this stream?
Ah.
All right. Well.
Can we watch this or handsome this?
All right. Well, Kaylin, it's your turn.
Okay, well, let me go off on a tangent first. Very
Great.
briefly.
There haven't been enough of those.
Can you put some
Two
sleeves
things.
on before you seduce whoever that was that loved your voice the first time? Did you know?
Dark meat chicken burger.
But a chicken burger.
Woohoo!
No one in the chat gonna know what that's about.
They have no idea what we're
They will.
talking about.
They
Oh,
will.
my
At all.
cohorts
They
know
will.
what that's about.
Oh,
I
they
made
do?
sure
Nice.
of that.
Nice, so we're not all alone. Nice. Okay.
I am here in beautiful wherever he is.
If there's any what does he even call them? What does he call the goddesses? If there's any goddesses,
Goddesses,
In
yeah.
his area.
I'm in your area tonight, tomorrow night, and
Tonight.
Sunday until noon.
I'm a hot single in your area, just dying to meet you.
Those ads are a lie. Don't ever believe them. They're lying to you.
Anyway. Oh god. Okay, so two things.
Oh Jesus!
Number one, I've never liked the first version of the treehouse because it's so confined. Like you can tell that's like a studio set because everywhere you go is kind of like, okay, if I move 2 steps here, it's going to be at the end. If I go 2 steps here, I'm already outside. Yes, correct.
Yeah, they barely even use it.
And they barely use it.
Did you come to this realization after you saw like the lyric version of the treehouse, or did you hate it when you were watching season 3 in that moment?
Well, what
I've
should you
hated
see
it since
first?
childbirth.
I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Doesn't every set they use, with the exception of like probably the park, feel like they're in the studio? Like you only go so far? Why do you think that is, Kaylin? I'm sorry, Riff.
Because
Dox's address.
I don't have to
Snap.
answer the question. That is true.
Oh no!
Jess Nelson's opinion on stuff
I didn't
doesn't
get that sound
matter
next.
for that reason.
Oh,
Jess
boy,
Nelson's
oh,
opinion
boy.
doesn't matter. Sorry.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Boy. Also, number 2, I hate the placement of the place. I hate the placement of the play set on the playground this time around. Only because I'm so used to the lookout being on the right or camera right rather than like the other way around.
I don't like it when
Because
the camera's facing it.
Or when it's like facing the treehouse. It takes up way too much space. Anyway, thank God for Bob LaValle. Anyway, my favorite, I mean not favorite, my least favorite episode. Hats off to BJ. I don't like that episode.
Why not?
Elaborate.
Elaborate.
Yeah, come on. You know how to do this.
Explain.
There's a whole lot of like, and it kind of made sense when you said it, Jen, of how like there was a theme each week, and I feel like this is the these are the multiple career things, but they kind of use. I also hate when like they use BJ as like a focal point in an episode because it's always something that he's either lost, like his imagination, or like in this instance, it's like his hat, like the one thing that like you think he wouldn't forget. And with this, it kind of like, okay, how do we like cram this many things into a single episode? I'm not done talking. And and try to make it like persistent throughout, I guess. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, yeah, the connection to the theme week in that one was the trucks, and the trucks just kind of, that's like the beginning, and that's it. So I see your point there.
Then make it about like BJ suddenly has like a fetish for has a fascination for trucks.
BJ's not even in the truck section though.
Exactly, but like I don't know. Yes, Ron and Hedge.
Okay, all right.
Ask your question at the same time.
Kerron had a question.
What do we got?
Did you say that? How did he always has his hat? How did he even lose it? Did you say that?
You know what? I don't even remember how he lost it.
He says so
No,
in
no,
the
I'm
episode.
saying,
He's
is that
the
what
wind
like?
blew it off.
I'm saying one of your reasons. Isn't that what you said? Like he always has his hat with him. How did he lose it?
You can plead the fifth.
I played the fifth. Thank you.
My goodness.
Wow. Real quick, I know we're like in the middle of like your terrible decision. But someone said something that I want to highlight. They said, I just want to say, whenever I watch one of your videos, whether it's from Kerron, Hedge, Andrew, or anyone else, I just feel accepted by the whole community. Thanks for making me feel today. And much
That's
love to
great.
you.
Yo, you're doing it wrong, guys. You're doing it wrong.
You have to. Yeah.
To the flag.
Die.
Yeah, no.
We're glad that you can.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet. No. But yeah, thanks for leaving that comment. We appreciate it. Anyway, since Kaylin's absolutely wrong. How do you even hat? He always wears his hat. Do you also hate musical scrapbook for the same reason, because BJ's hat blew off?
What? I mean, like, well, that's different because they're not actually telling a story.
That is the
It's a clip show.
You don't know every
With the
minute.
episode.
They're trying to
Hey, his hat was lost for a second. He was chasing it.
Where are the golden? Oh, they're over. I'm not getting it. Okay.
Shit, episode where
Also,
Walmart got a new one.
I like how lazy they got with the adventure screen later on. It went from like this big giant TV set to, hey, look everybody, a flat screen. We don't have those yet.
You know what though? As someone who's done scripts for Mr. K's show, it's a lot easier when you can just like have something appear than I have to intro. I have to bring it in the adventure screen. It takes up less time, and time is precious.
Let's roll in
when
this
you're doing
big
these
ass
kind of things.
TV.
Just being able to go, whoa, and there it is. It's faster. It gets us there quicker.
And then Barney pulls out a laptop out of nowhere in the later years, try to be more
because I'm modern.
More modern, yeah.
He was ahead of his time. Don't bash
Ahead
Barney.
of my time.
It's the adventure screen. They pull out a smart board and have to calibrate it.
Hey guys, let's make s'mores. Actually, let's make a fruit salad instead.
That's true. They do sing the s'more song, and then BJ's like, actually.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like this one. Yeah. All right. Whatever. I have no more argument for it. All right.
So it's at home with animals, right? It's just we're gonna type that on the board, and that's just gonna be it.
Am I not allowed to choose? What kind of?
Huh?
No.
No. I'm right.
can't.
You're wrong. That's just how it goes.
All right, good. Anyway.
Oh, now that he's gone.
Now we're killing everyone. Now
we're killing everyone. I would like to nominate myself as the new leader of the Barney community.
The late great Kerron Stark.
All right.
Iron Man.
My turn.
Does this mean I'm not getting paid?
All right, it's my turn. So I love season 3. So like every like this is for a very petty reason.
Okay.
But it has to be done.
What the?
We have props.
What is that?
This is called a balloon. Not like you know how you pronounce skaloon? But this is balloon.
It's a skaloon balloon.
It has to be done.
It looks like a pool noodle.
I really hope that thing pops.
Oh Lord, I thought that was something
purple.
completely different.
What is happening?
Purple. These are balloons, Emmy. In America, we use balloons.
In America.
Because we don't have anything else better to do.
I was just like, I thought that you would do it. You were making something interesting with the green balloon, but that's just
Yeah, that's what I said.
This is a 2-parter. Why are you guys rushing me? I didn't rush your whole spiel.
Okay.
You should have rushed mine. Mine was very rambly. I need more people yelling at me. Come on.
As Mark says, this is a long walk for a ham sandwich, but hey.
Oh my God.
No one else can turn the stream off except for me and people at home.
Let's guess what he's making. I'm gonna say men. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I'm actually scared.
Actually, in Barney and Friends episode season 5,
In Barney and Friends season 5, Skaloon was actually pronounced the correct way. So why don't you get your facts straight?
Yeah.
oh, that sound.
I kind of messed it up, but it's still gonna work. Thank you. Let me cook.
Everything where it came from.
Nothing
more
like-
so
Put that thing back where it came from. Help me.
So help me, and cut. It's a musical.
This was kind of messed up because there's a hole in it, and I don't want to do it again. But you'll get the picture.
See what I mean about how it's a lot easier when you don't have to intro things?
It's a flower.
Okay, it's a flower.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
John,
Thank God
And the
it's not
beanstalk.
something else.
No way.
Sean and the
You should be
Beanstalk.
You should be ashamed.
I should be ashamed.
Sean and the
I wish you would just
Beanstalk?
hurry up and grow.
Fucking friends.
This isn't about me.
It's a hard podcast now.
I wish you would just hurry up and grow big and tall.
Sean and the Beanstalk.
I've
The
never
story
Sean.
went, you talk about stories, Hedge. That story went on for too long. It was just like you can tell it was like the first of the season or something. Like it was just the most, when I have to look at which one is the one I wouldn't go to like to turn on first,
Hey.
that's the only one that I wouldn't watch.
Hey,
first.
Kerron,
Yes.
I would just like to draw attention to the fact that you are being very negative towards Steve White's one contribution to that whole season.
It hurts my heart to say it. But hey, it's what I'm sorry, Steve. They should have gave you a better option. Wasn't that one co-written with Mark Bernthal as well?
Steve just wrote the story segment.
Okay, yep, don't like it.
All right. Well,
Nope.
we'll hear from him later.
Sorry. The Beanstalk story definitely lost me. Yep. Sorry,
But-
Steve.
But if you watch that episode with the Actimates Barney, it's even worse. I just wanted to put that in there.
There you go.
That's
And hey, if I can point you to, Steve also wrote Barney's Great Adventure. Granted, he
Uh-huh.
had to like screw it up himself, but he still wrote it.
And that's my least favorite movie, so.
Hey,
I love babies.
Yeah, dude.
This thing is weird.
Get to the fucking point.
yeah, Sean and the Beanstalk is my sorry.
Sean and the Beanstalk is the second lowest on my ranking, so
See?
we're not far off.
But I mean it's still a good it's still a good episode. Like we've been saying, season 3 there isn't any bad episodes.
I said something in our Mr. K chat about I had a note that was about insufficient labeling. Or I just wrote that in all caps. And that's the episode I'm talking about, because there's a part where Barney is naming green things, but he doesn't make it clear until the very end that he's talking about green things. And so he's just saying random words. That's the level of nitpickiness we have to go through to pick something from this season.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
put that
very,
out there.
very petty reason. But
Yeah.
that's my choice.
Insufficient labeling.
Okay, so for all of you who kept yelling at me, where's the link? Where's the link? The link is there now. It's pinned to the top, and it's also, you should be able to see it right there in the chat. You can click on it. You can vote. I'm only going to give you guys like 10 minutes to vote today because we've gone really, really long. But yeah, do what you will with voting.
Do what you will.
Remember, only one choice too. Stop being that person.
Can we all agree that
Just
On
vote
the
one.
Move or Making New Friends is amazing? That was a masterpiece of an episode, and I love it. I love
Making
I
New
love
Friends?
On the Move. Yeah, absolutely.
I
think it's
I'm
great.
looking around my neighborhood, and what do I see?
BJ, you need a lozenge or something? Like a cough drop? You good? You all right? Just do that. Hi, Kenneth.
I was just tired of Derek and Tina by that point. Like,
they were
like
at that point.
Just leave. Like, you guys have been here too long. Why are you? We talked about Michael just coming back, like, and stop looking, be safe, and like he's clearly doesn't go to that school. Like, I understand they were coming back to visit, but like, just go home.
Bro,
There's nothing you can do
man
as a high schooler or a middle school kid, like after school, except for come back to this elementary school.
Bro, Michael was a grown man, a lawyer with like a master's degree when he came back in season 2. He was so tall. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
At school with
Why do we make the exception for men in those home videos?
Because
Like,
men's awesome.
Like read with me, dance with me.
No, like fun and games.
Yeah, but she
was way too talent show.
Talent show.
Yeah. I didn't make an exception. We're not talking about those.
Pretty much all of the season 1.
They weren't an episode.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Hey, look, who am I being? This is Maurice Scott as Barney.
So I guess we'll be talking about that in 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Talking about what?
Maurice.
Oh,
that episode in particular.
Season 4 is one of my least favorite seasons because of all the like everything that was happening with the movie that screwed up to me most of those episodes and in their writing. Like, yeah.
You shut your damn mouth.
Hey. Hey. Well, that's your favorite season, but you're wrong about it.
The first half is great. And you're right. The second half,
the first half is okay. I wouldn't say great because, like, even with the writing, but it was good. Yes.
Yeah.
It's that second half when everybody left to go to Canada.
They fled the country.
Real quick, Drew said I voted for one and it didn't let me vote. It claimed I voted multiple times. Well, stop voting multiple times. Drew.
Maybe you did. Yeah.
Just comment
because you picked one that wasn't at home with animals, and so it automatically rejected that.
Yeah,
nonsense.
That might be it. Drew, just comment in the comment section which one you chose specifically, and then I'll mark it. Because I do see where it came in like empty, and I was going to flame somebody for it, but since it's you, I'm not going to do that.
Vote. There's nothing like that. Vote. I'm going to put in my vote. Just keep on.
I'm glad you are. I'm not this year.
Mr. Kerron Stuck, I hear that you're making all these live streams about the worst Barney episodes.
Shaun and the Beanstalk was fabulous. I love Shaun and the Beanstalk. It's my favorite. It's the greatest.
Everybody's saying
for
it.
Vice
Everybody's
President Trump to defeat Trump.
It was very well done. It was huge.
Huge. It was a bigly successful episode.
They've never written anything like it.
That was the best episode I've ever seen in my life. It's fabulous.
Anyway.
Drew,
the wrong thing.
You've been compromised.
Sesame Street.
Donald Trump said that this episode was the worst episode of all time. That was his favorite episode.
See? Okay.
happening right
Well,
now? Hold
your
on.
check's in the mail.
At Home with Animals is one of the greatest episodes of all time, and
Actually,
that's why you should go get vaccinated. It's very important because we have to help the economy as well.
Look, here's the deal.
That's Joe Biden.
Anyway,
That's your part.
That's Kamala Harris.
You have to vote for Vice President Trump so that Trump doesn't get in. It's very important.
I got that, Jen. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
He also introduced President
They called
Putin.
No.
That's a
The
bad
president-
mistake to make.
The
He called
president of
Zelensky
Ukraine,
Putin.
That's
President Putin.
Yeah, that's not great.
He just walks off.
All right.
Lord have mercy. I say we
I'm glad we can all laugh at our country and the shit that we're going through. I'm glad.
I'm not in that fucking country.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you guys can joke
I'm-
about it.
Hey, buddy. Good old Canada.
Was it What's that joke? It's just like Canada's like, the nice house, and America beneath that is the meth lab or something.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I mean,
I'm not
Canada
your
is
friend,
the place that they dug up a bunch of kid bodies at a Catholic school. So
we're not
there's
perfect.
that. Yeah.
I'm just saying our politicians know how to speak
At least
coherent
speak-
sentences. That's all.
Well, so does Joe Biden. He just has the wrong names. He can at least speak in a full sentence, though.
Can he?
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
sure about that?
Yeah, like his press conference, like he screwed up a bunch of times, but like that hour and a half or whatever it was, he's still at least spoken full coherent sentences. He's stumbled over who he's talking about, because I mean he's dead.
This is a strange detour for the Barney live stream, but
Unlike
okay.
Andrew.
I'm gonna be at work and people are gonna ask me, hey, what do you do? I do YouTube and I'm on a podcast sometimes. Hey, can you show me one? And I'm gonna skim through. You see what Joe Biden said? This country's going to this is what is going on with this country? Who are we voting for? It's about Barney, by the way.
I'm glad we can laugh at our country, and I'm glad Jen and Emmy can laugh at our country.
Yes, I'm glad about that too.
I'm like,
I don't know why you guys are saying people are saying they're having trouble with the voting thing, but it let me put the vote in for Drew, so I'm not sure what's happening on your guys' end. Other people are voting too, so I don't know. I'm not sure what's going
If
on.
you vote, we will have some of the best black jobs ever known to
Black
man.
jobs.
Black jobs.
We make jokes about it, but there are some black jobs.
Yeah, like barbering.
Sure.
Barney suit actor.
I can't tell if your vote went in. I can just see that, like.
Kerron, what? Hold on.
I can see
What was that
people
last comment?
voted. He says I rigged it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But I can see them
end
coming
was a
in.
little
So I'm
too
not sure what's happening with other people. But I can see them coming in. This also is one that is like very, very close. Like out of all 5 choices, like they're all like super close.
Oh.
Usually there's like one that's you can see is winning. I'm gonna literally have to count each of these.
So half people are wrong and half of them are.
Yeah, and I would assume the ones who voted for what I said is the right ones. If you don't want to be banned from the next stream.
Yeah, exactly.
True. It should have won.
Yes. See?
Yep. It should have won. Okay. Let's see here. All right, Nick. You're wrong, but I got it. All right.
If you're seeing this, it's too late.
Rest in peace to Drake. Speaking of people who are dead in Canada, rip. Jen, do you feel any way about Drake and his death?
I didn't know that Drake had died. This is how out of the loop I am.
Spiritually. He died spiritually.
We shouldn't say that. It was a rap battle. He lost.
Oh.
Badly.
And then he passed away.
See?
So,
I thought you were being serious.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, what?
All right. I'll leave it open for like 5 more minutes, and then I'll shut it down.
We have to kill
we all
5
agree?
minutes?
There's like 40 people in here, and there's
Better than
not
killing
near
Andrew.
40.
That's true.
Kaylin did do that.
This BJ costume, it sucks.
That is the
I
worst
think
one.
This is the worst one. What is wrong with his eyes? You can barely see it.
What's
why
wrong
are
with
his
that
eyes?
video you have?
I don't
Why
know
is it
why
blinking like that?
it's blinking. I think it's because it's Baby Bob. It's like a green screen thing. I don't know what it is, but it's trash. And I'm so sick of seeing the stock Barney photo. Awful. I wanted everyone to acknowledge that this is the worst, and we have it on record. Anyway.
And we appreciate all of you for being here for 2 hours. This has been ridiculous, but it's been fun also.
Let's party. We're having a rave where I'm at right now.
All right, I lied. I'm going to give you 1 more minute. and then I'm gonna shut it down.
I love that at least 2 people in the chat agree with my choice, Nick and someone else earlier. So thank you to those people for proving me correct.
No, they didn't prove anything.
No.
They proved their ignorance is what they proved.
Yep. Well, just for that, tune in next week or in 2 weeks when for season 4 we're going to go for 4 hours.
Oh, please, yeah.
What if we did that every season? We just get longer and longer with the stream.
Industrial
We're just calling 24 hours.
Have me on for 11 and it'll last a day.
Right.
An hour for
I
every
had to order a coffee because it was it's I had to order a coffee. Next week I'll be ordering 2, or next episode I'll be ordering 2, just to keep me awake.
Do you guys get Grubhub or Uber Eats down there?
We've got Uber Eats, DoorDash. We have Menulog. No, not Instacart. Not Instacart. No. But we've got DoorDash. We've got Uber Eats.
I think this stream can be described with one episode title: Chaos. That's apparently what they call a classic.
No
Classical
way.
chaos.
That episode itself made me
Chaos.
really start to dislike Baby Bop.
That's the episode? It wasn't her twerking on stage on her debut?
That's iconic. How dare you?
That was a moment.
Now Matt's going to be back in all our DMs going, Baby Bop was twerking.
For seducing the audience.
Baby Bop was twerking.
Watch me work.
No, thank you.
Hey, maybe that's why, Jen. They say it's translated to that.
No comment.
They just called it chaos. That's it.
Classical
No, I'm
chaos.
saying I like the name
That's
Classical
so funny
Chaos.
to
It's
me.
like a Jordan Peterson scribe, you know?
All right. Write the proposal, Jen. I'm sure I'll approve it.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
All right. I'm going to shut down the voting real quick. Shutting
I
it
appreciated
down.
that reaction, Kaylin. Thank you very much.
All right. Speak amongst yourself. I'm gonna count these votes.
I bet it's my episode.
What was your episode again?
Alone. Hats off to BJ.
Oh yeah, I didn't even include that one on there because it was blasphemy.
Kerron, I will fly to Omaha.
I want you to. If you do, please come August 17th or 18th.
Yeah, I was going to say, fly to Omaha, see the show.
Yeah.
Great promo.
I mean, Andrew's coming into town.
There you go.
If any,
His dead corpse is coming into town.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Rose
He's in the
Gaskin
far
on
back.
stage.
but he'll be
Somebody in the
there.
audience.
You just have him on ice, you know?
Oh man, okay.
An embalmed Andrew just sitting there. That was
All right.
great, wasn't it, Andrew? He just...
Yes.
Knock him dead.
All right.
Weekend at Barney's. Here we go.
So we have an issue.
We have an issue.
Oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Those
we have an
votes were deleted. What? They're all gone, guys.
The stream has been down for the past 2 hours.
We haven't actually been live.
These all just been preloaded comments I can put up.
AI generated comments.
No, seriously, we have an issue.
This is my favorite
No.
episode of Barney and Friends.
Let's talk through our issues. What is the issue you have?
My favorite part was when DJ loses his hat. and
Okay,
then-
all right. No. So we have to get serious about this. So,
Okay.
4 out of the 5 options
Yes.
are at a tie.
4 out of
Oh,
5 are tied.
shit.
They all have the exact same amount of votes.
Oh.
And it
Holy.
can't count for us to add our vote to it because it'll just even it out. And those
Right.
those
Yeah, because we all
four
picked different ones.
Those 4 are It's Raining, It's Pouring,
Blasphemy.
Hats Off to BJ, Sean and the Beanstalk, At Home with Animals.
True. So we just put At Home with Animals. That's easy.
So this is what we'll do.
Yes.
We'll do the random wheel generator.
Oh God.
So mine wasn't.
Okay.
Yours was a good choice. Yeah, you absolutely were wrong, like I told you in the first place. All right. Close this ad because I don't want you guys to see that ad. That was weird. No idea why this random.
Goddesses.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going further in my step to promote myself as
Well,
a
I never
tantric
have clothes
sex
on.
healer.
You don't have a problem with that.
That's true.
I am in your area right now.
As Kerron is literally typing, it's raining, it's pouring.
I didn't mean to throw you, Barney. I'm sorry.
Woohoo!
That's my,
Woohoo.
that's my favorite Barney episode.
Now you know that I love fried chicken. You know that I love baked chicken. And you know that I love my burgers. But a chicken burger? Oh, Lord!
Dark meat chicken burger.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
All right. So we have to settle this once and for all.
You forgot one.
I didn't forget one.
Okay.
No. These are the at least somewhat appropriate choices to be on here, except for Emmys. But hey,
Oh my God.
this was a family stream until 2 weeks ago when I couldn't open the floodgates and just let everything.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, it's over now. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right.
I need to accompany this with something.
Come on. No.
Oh! Kirby. What?
Are you kidding me?
Bullshit.
It was
Makes
so
no
close.
sense.
It was Let's go!
All right,
It makes
so
0 sense.
it was Sean and the Beanstalk. Sean and the Beanstalk won.
I saw that needle.
Mr. K wants you to
You're
handle
right.
bees. Mr. K says
Everybody in the
chase
chat-
bees
everybody-
around and catch them.
Everybody in the chat right now, boo this man. Boo.
Ooh.
Boo.
Boo.
Are you booing? Are you leading a boo for yourself, Kaylin?
I literally pointed at you.
Boo this
You're
man.
pointing at me. You're just pointing at the screen. You're pointing at the people watching.
And we're all looking at you too.
Emily, excuse me. Can you move, please? I'm pointing.
Oh my
There
goodness.
you are. I'm pointing at you. I'm pointing at you.
Blocked.
Yeah,
There's nobody even over there.
Blocked.
I'm pointing at you, points to the wall.
Yeah, but there's nothing even over there.
All right. Well, we don't need to do the bracket because we know which one is on there. Hats off to BJ. Wins. Because
Man.
he conspires with the U.S. to fucking rig all of our internet.
True.
That's the stupidest decision I've ever seen.
How do you think Joe Biden got elected?
Hey, I would vote for Joe Biden in a wheelchair before ever voting for Trump. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What he meant to say was,
Don't block us.
All right. Well. Okay. This has pissed me off. So that's what it'd be. Okay, so our top 4, right? Well, not top 4, but our 4 choices right now: Rock with Barney, Hop to It, My Favorite Things, Hats Off to BJ. Next, what is it? What day is it in 2 weeks? The next Friday after this.
The 27th.
Oh.
I'm sorry, the 26th.
The
I was
26th?
looking at Saturday, yeah. It's the 26th.
Awesome. The 26th, we'll come back and we'll look at season 4, same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Jen, thank you for jumping on with us today. This was fun.
Thank you for having me for this
Yeah.
parade of debauchery.
Any other last comments or anything you guys have before we end this thing?
I'm a wiener.
Eat your vegetables.
Hold on.
You got something you want to say?
Emmy, I got to get you out the way real fast.
What?
Oh my!
Just look now. You're just looking in like the same direction, so it's just like it's just like it looks like an album cover or a movie poster or something.
Are you saying they look the same, Emmy?
No, it looks artistic.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you
have against sloths, Mr. K?
Yeah.
Did you know? All right, Rick, any last words? No? All right.
Yeah, Andrew was a great man.
He was.
I will
I just wish he was here to see this.
remember you.
He wasn't. He was.
Love you forever.
Will you remember me?
He was a great man, and we should all remember him. We can share some words, some last words for him, if you want.
I call dibs.
All right, go ahead.
And then go ahead and raid his house.
I'm
you're calling dibs on his things. Okay, yeah, that's just. You're not saying this.
I call all the Singer papers. I want all the Singer papers. You guys have everything else.
He said, "I call
saying
dibs."
this
Singer papers are mine, though.
You're not setting us up to look good at all, Kaylin. Plus, if you know what I mean.
I will steal all your stuff.
Oh God. Oh no.
Go get this horribly printed T-shirt on Amazon.com.
Do not.
Yeah.
That's not
No,
the
get that
actual
horribly
address.
that horrible knockoff that we discovered Sunday.
Oh,
The thing with the weird
absolutely.
teeth and the demon eyes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the stubby legs.
You know what that thing looks like?
Barney.
No, absolutely not. You know, in the
Absolutely not.
there's that episode in season 2, the dentist one, where they have that horse, where they show how to brush your teeth with that horse. That has people teeth. That's what it looks like. It's the Barney version of that.
What
That's
a
funny.
choice to model that knockoff after Barney's World, as opposed to like this show's
But
not
like,
even out.
they know what the teeth look like.
They mess,
So-
yeah,
Why like they give
Legally-
them the individual?
legally distinct teeth.
Oh, you want to see something creepy?
Pull
Can
the
I get
actual
it?
Prototype
Can I get
flesh.
When I went to Universal, they have a pack of Barney figures, right? Check this out.
Ew, that looks like come on over to Barney's house, and I don't like it.
He's got individual teeth.
Surf's up.
Look at that.
Ew.
Ew.
It's horrific. I'm so glad that was within reach.
Hold on, put it up there.
Oh,
again.
okay.
Gross. Ugh.
I can see the
I like
ridges.
that
Yeah,
Cursed. Absolutely cursed.
He does look like the CGI in the beginning of Come On Over to Barney's House.
they put him up on the screen and never did it again.
Oh, hi there.
Modern.
So good to see
We're
you.
modern, aren't
Come on. Let's see here. Before we get off, I have one thing I want to do, but I'm trying to figure out where it went. I'm trying to show you guys something. I don't know what happened to it. Hold on one second.
Rick, what are you looking at?
Yeah, Rick, what are you doing?
What's going on?
Man, put some sleeves on next time. What is happening?
Dude,
This
it's too
guy.
hot.
Political commentary, sex appeal, all the things you want in a Barney live stream.
This
This
guy.
shirt didn't finish loading.
This shirt didn't finish loading.
Okay. And before we end this, I just want to say thank you to everybody tuning in. Fun fact: they initially sold the Barney by itself, so I technically bought him twice. Drew loved it that much. But yeah, no. Tune in 2 weeks when we visit for season 4 and start to trash the seasons, because now they start to have like at least one option that you're not picking for a petty reason.
He's a great man.
He's a great man.
I like that's the only thing we've said. We've said he's a great man. We've given no reasons why he was great. He was a great man. He's a great man.
He was great.
Just generally,
you really need. What else do you need? He's a great man.
All right. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Peace.